crab butter heart attack on this English muffin. Look, if you are over 65 years old, consult your doctor before you eat these, because these things are rich, buttery, and they have got to be just terrible for you. But they're so freaking good. Alright, welcome back everybody. This is Brad. You are watching Jimmy's and Sooks. You're here for day 2 of our 3-day crabbing trip. So I've had these out for about 2.5 days. They've been all set with chicken. We'll be back in about 2 days to get them for the day 3, but this is just a pull and rebait. It's been kind of rainy still, kind of an odd winter, lots of rain, but you know, we'll rock with it. So come on, stay tuned, let's go get these crabs. Alright, this one sits around probably 9-10 feet on the left hand side of the river after a turn. Nice. Look at it. Golly dang, man. I'm telling you, these are huge, enormous crabs. So now we got some nice crabs here. We got this big mamma jamma, that big mamma jamma, and then we got a couple, you know, like a medium, and then like a large, then a baby. So I'll get rid of this medium, get rid of that baby, keep the large, keep the jumbo, move on to the next one. Alright, if I had to guess the size on this big crab, I'm going to go 8 inches. Rebait and reset. Alright, let's see what we got here. This one's about 8 feet of water. Nice turn. Good turn. Oh God, I see some crabs. Whew. I see some big crabs too. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 crabs, and one of them is a freaking monster. All right, we got 6 crabs here. One of them, this one here, enormous. So that's absolutely huge. We'll get these dumped. Looks like one of them shed. So, yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on this pull. We'll get these out. Get this rebaited. All right. Here's the big one from that crab pot, and it is. Let y'all take a look. I think it's right around 8, but I'll find out when I post this video. Looks good to me. Big old crab. Not super rusty, but feels heavy. Should be a good one. See what we got on this one. Oh, I see a big crab. Oh gosh. Catfish, 2 catfish, 3 catfish. 2 big crabs, 2 little crabs. God, I love it, man. This is just awesome. I love the size of these crabs. Let's see if I can get these catfish out of here without losing any of the big crabs. Ooh, that was close. Dump these. I got rid of one of the small crabs, and I think I'll keep the rest of them. But, I mean, these other 2 are huge. So, it's understandable. God, it's huge. Another big one. Didn't want that catfish. I hate catfish. I feel like they ruined the trap. Bring too much attention in a negative way. Whatever. Alright, where are we at? Guys tell me. I think it's right around 8. Big old crab, man. I'm telling you, big crabs. That's all we do. All right, let go. There you go. Nice looking crab there. Look at that back flipper. You know, and this is only an 8-inch crab. Like, dude, that is beautiful. Beautiful. curve. Oh yeah, I see some crabbies. Let's get these crabbies. Oh, man, there's some good looking crabs in there. Just two that are real big, but the rest of them are definitely keepers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Except for there's a couple females. 6 crabs, 3 females. We'll throw those back. But I got a couple whoppers, as always. I'm loving it. Got 7 and a half. 7 and a half. Not a bad crab. That's a nice looking crab, nice and rusty. Yes, sir. Hoping for something nice. Hoping for something nice. Oh, I don't see anything. Oh, I see a crab. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 crabs. Not bad. 2 monsters. Look at these. Gosh. I'll get this thing unloaded and get these 2 measured out. Let me get this bait out of here. But those are big crabs there. Nice. Very nice. Always extra fun, especially in a kayak. All right, those are 2 awesome crabs. I can't wait to measure those guys. Let's see what we got. Okay, just rebaited and set. Whopper. Get that back paddle. Freaking as big as my hand. Super rusty. Awesome looking crab. See if we can get the tape measure. Get my ruler. Welcome back to grade school, people. What do we got here? 7 and a half. 7 and a half. So that was just one. There's another big one in here, but that was the rustier one. So that's probably the heavier one. That's a big crab. That is a big 7 and a half. Let's get that other one out and measure it. And we'll throw this little girl back because we definitely don't need to keep her. All right, let go of each other, boys. I mean, these are like twins, except for one's a little bit darker brown and heavier looking. But let me get this one measured up while we're here. Probably another 7 and a half or 8 inch. Let me see. Yeah, about 7 and a half. Monster, you know, freaking huge. Another one of them crabs did this. Oh, his arm's broken. Somebody snapped his little arm right here. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. This wraps up day 2. We did our thing once again. I mean, we're catching just monster crabs. I probably only caught like 15 crabs, but they're enormous. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is Brad. Thanks for tuning in. We just got done doing the crabbing. Today, we're going to go ahead and cook some food. So a little catch, cook, clean. A little bit of cooking crabs with Brad. All right, so these go by many different names. I've heard them called Crabbies. I've heard them called Crab Delights. I've heard them called Crab Toast. I call them crab triangles, and I'll show you why in a little bit. But it's kind of a traditional recipe, very old-timey. Actually has like one ingredient that I've never even heard of, but turns out it's needed and it makes it delicious. So stay tuned, you're in for a treat. We're going to go ahead and whip this all up. Crab triangles. For our crab triangles, we're going to use 1 pound of fresh picked blue crab. Feel free to replace that with imitation crab meat. I feel like blue crab, it might even like overpower the deliciousness of the blue crab. But today we're using fresh picked Florida blue crab. Calls for a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of Duke's today, seasoned salt, garlic. Here's the stuff. Old English cheese spread. Never heard of this stuff, but kind of tastes like Cheese Whiz, but it makes it delicious. Some parsley, and then some salt or some butter. So the butter I choose is Plugero. I don't get paid anything by them, but this is some really good stuff. Puts Kerrygold to shame. I don't get paid by anybody, so if you guys want to throw me some free bait and you live local, I'll catch the crabs, I'll give you the crabs. Hit me up, jimmysandsooks@gmail.com. I'll take some bait. Anyway, good stuff here. Definitely beats Kerrygold. I recommend it. All right, let's get started. We got our butter softened, ready to go. 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. But we'll just go ahead and drop this in. Hellman's, Duke's, it's all the same to me. All right, so that finishes that off. Okay, next, about a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then it calls for a full teaspoon of seasoned salt, only because it's super salty. I'll measure this one. Put the top. I love salt, but too much salt is just not always the best. All right, that goes in. Got our Kraft Old English Cheese spread. Alright, we'll get this last little bit. We got that last little bit in there. Now, I forgot to mention a couple things. So I wanted to add a little bit of hot sauce. I mean, honestly, a little bit of spice makes everything nice. So I'm going to add a little bit of hot sauce, just a splash. And then I forgot about the Thomas's bagels. That's Thomas's English Muffins. That's a must. This is what it all gets spread on top of and then baked on. So, yeah, we got our softened butter in here. We got our Kraft Old English Cheese spread. And then seasoned salt and garlic powder. Alright, there's the consistency of the mixture. Alright, now we'll go ahead and get the crab meat infused in this cheesy mixture. So I always find about 12 crabs, about a dozen crabs gets me about a pound of crab meat. So, you know, about a dozen mixed sized crabs. I'd say if they're, you know, super big, you know, maybe you get a pound out of 8. If they're super small, maybe it takes 20. But that's just my experience. About a dozen does the job for a pound. So we'll go ahead and get this all folded in. Again, you know, typically you don't want to like destroy the crab meat, but you can be a little more aggressive with this one if you want. Just trying to get it all mixed in there. We have our mixture all put together and it's looking really good, ready to be spread on. So let's just go ahead and add them on. So we'll put a nice generous scoop on each of these. Goal here is to try and fill up the whole package of English muffins with this stuff. So, you know, maybe if you have to go back and add a little bit more to make sure you have it all on all of them. But pretty simple, just spread it on. And what's nice about these, and I'm gonna actually do this now, is that you can go ahead and take these and then freeze them for later. So these are gonna make a delicious Christmas time snack, little appetizer. Nice bite-sized crab bites, can't beat it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make them now, freeze them. We'll put them in the freezer and then we'll thaw them out right for Christmas Eve. Okay, get this last little bit of crab butter heart attack on this English muffin. Look, if you are over 65 years old, consult your doctor before you eat these because these things are rich, buttery, and they have got to be just terrible for you. But they're so freaking good. It's not about if the people are going to like them. It's about did you bring enough of them. All right, we're all set. So I am going to make 2 of these. I'm going to just go ahead and cook them up and show you what they look like when they're all done. Try a little bit. Plus I'm really hungry. But the rest of them are going in the freezer. And I'll show you how I do that now. So, parchment paper in between. And then we just do that. And then I'll set those in the freezer all put together. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get these put in the oven. And then I'll be back with the finished product. These go in for 350, about 20 minutes. Give or take. All right. All right. In the oven it goes. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, they look good. Gives a little bit of time to cool, but those look great. All right, so these little buttery, crabby, cheesy, bite-sized, crispy, delicious things here are crab triangles. Again, awesome, unhealthy, but so delicious. Okay, let's give this a try. They really are good. Just make a lot of those, bring them to the next Christmas party, and you'll be doing just fine. All right, again, crab triangles. Whoops. I hope y'all like this. Please try the recipe. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate the love. Keep being good to each other. Catch y'all next time. Peace.